in Arthur Street, Soho, to see an art exhibition for Black History Month. So you're going to have Chaos Occurrence there, you're going to have Black Man Consortium there, a few other organizations, artists, poetry, loads of art, exhibitions, and yeah, just go in, try and enjoy the evening, see if you can meet a few new people, and see what this art exhibition is about.
So good afternoon, folks. I'm actually taking the place of Bobby Allen, who is one of the co-founders of Chaos Occurrence. I am the program coordinator for Chaos Occurence, so I'm Shaka. Chaos Occurence has been going since 2016. Chaos Occurence has actually started up because Paula and Bobby were carers at that time. There was no facilities, especially for Afro-Caribbean carers. Because in the African community, the sort of care was instinctive. You don't get paid for it, it's just something that you do. And the whole ethos behind Chaos Occurrence was to provide a respite for our people in the African community to go somewhere where they can give up their care and responsibilities, even just for a few hours, and get a chance to. So we started doing work in Brixton, in the rec. And in the rec we have massages, we have yoga class, Tai Chi class, fitness classes. And throughout the week, at different times, we have walks, theatre visits, and the experience of a live performance by an opera company. So Chaos Occurence is and will continue to serve the African community, but we're also open for other people of other races. It's just that we have 80% more Afro-Caribbean people. I think one of the reasons why is that often people see the faces of African people on a particular program and assume it's just for them only, but we do cater for everybody. Men's Walk and Talk came out of Chaos Occurrence because what was happening at the time is that we were doing these walks, and unfortunately men weren't coming on these walks, the majority of women were coming on these walks. So out of that came Men's Walk and Talk, and that's where I'm kind of responsible for that bit. So I do a Men's Walk and Talk every other Sunday. And again, it's about men being vulnerable and speaking about their traumas, their past, present, and what they hope in the future. So unpick where they're at now to make a better future for themselves and their family.
He said, hey sister, I really like to meet ya. I just met this 5'7" guy, it's just my time. I like the way he's speaking. His confidence is speaking. Don't like his packages, but I'ma like what's on to me though. Nobody been to MIA. I heard the Cali never rains, and New York's right away.
On the Carers for Carers WhatsApp, I got this flyer saying to come to this art exhibition, and then I found out that you yourself, Angela, is actually a chairperson for this.
No, I'm admin. I'm admin.
Admin. So
Arts and Crafts Exposed. And we put on events, and one of them happens to be Black History Month. We do Women's International Week and other ones as well. But at the moment, this is Black History Month, and all my artwork's here. And we've got lots of lovely people that come. Spoken word, then we've got singing, and then we have comedians, and so it's been quite an evening. It's been quite good. It's been very enjoyable. And I'm also ambassador for C4C and treasurer for Just Like Us. So I'm quite an all-rounder, and I did get a People's Award. Yay!
So, I mean, I'm quite intrigued with some of your work. I'm just wondering, how do you find out, how do you find out more about your art? Is there somewhere we can go to? Anywhere?
No, not really, unless I put on exhibitions, which I do very often. I mean, other than that, they're mostly in my art room, you know, what I call my studio at home. And but when we come out, I put them out, and I do sell, but not enough. I'd like to sell more, you know, we all do.
And who do you know you are? Angela, the artist, or do you have a name to go by?
Yes, I go by ARD Art, that's my initials there, Angela Dinnall, and that's my Instagram page.
Thank you so much, and trust me, it was enjoyable, this whole event, and thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome. I mean, everybody's welcome. We like to, you know, embrace as many people as possible, all ethnic backgrounds, it doesn't matter. Black art is part of this British art, British history anyway, so, you know, it's all entwined, so it all works. It's all good. We're all about the love here.
Thank you.
It's interesting, when I told people I was going to do a comedy night, they said, "Are you joking?" So then she runs off to Mum and said, "Mum, Daddy said I was an accident." I just looked at her and said, "Suta, it wasn't an accident." She said, "I wasn't thinking of you. It's simple as that. We were just having fun." And my second child is my son. He's 18 now. The other day, he and his mum had an argument. You know that thing when the mum goes to you, "I'll tell your father when he comes home." And I'm thinking to myself, tell me what? The kid is 6'3", wide, and I'm so big. So I ain't gonna tell him. In fact, the only time I'm gonna tell him off is when he's sleeping. Back in the days, many of you guys, and ladies probably think, you know, you go to the gym, you do a workout and blah, blah, blah. Now, when you have your protein drink, your creatine, well, now I have my ibuprofen and painkillers. What am I doing here? I might just pee myself. And I did. I ain't gonna lie. I'm middle-aged. I'm not gonna lie, I just did it. And I was in the bike. And then I realized I'm running nice now. And all around me felt nice and warm. I'm being real. Because that's the funny thing about it, you can't really describe that you're going on a bicycle because the steam starts coming up. I'm riding around thinking, this is, and you almost, you know that moment in E.T. when he flies in the air?
I am looking at this display, and I don't know what I'm looking at except for natural stuff. Talk to me.
Hi, this is mostly shungite. My name is Mercy, and I run a small shungite business. I also make jewellery with shungite and other crystals, but I prefer the shungite. And shungite is an amazing crystal. I don't know how many hundred or thousands of years old. They believe it came here by a meteorite, struck the earth, bam, mostly in Russia. I think we have some in the Congo, they say, but you know, they would probably kill you because they need the thing that makes mobile phones. So, yes, can't go there and get nothing good.
So
but I import from Russia. My last order took long, it always takes long to come, but my order, if it came today, 4 days later, whoa! I haven't ordered any since because the British government have decided they're going to put an extra 33% tax on anything coming from Russia.
So, what is, if I pronounce it right, shungite or shungite?
Shungite.
Shungite. What is shungite? Because the first time
Shungite is an amazing crystal. It comes from Russia, and do you see this picture here? This Defender picture. We all have all these things around us constantly. in our homes or wherever we go. Big things, all right, we can't do much about a pylon. If it's there, it's there. But certain things around our house, if we have shungite, it brings down the radiation and the frequencies that it's emitting, so it calms everything down. One of the best places we can have a little piece of shungite is on our phone. Yeah, it's the biggest offender, especially if you've got one of those ones, iPhone. Beats out a lot of current. Harmful. And you know, for young people, you know, they've not had their children. You're hurting your womb, your sperm, you're hurting yourself. So it's always good to put a piece of shungite on your phone and calm that down. And a lot of young people spend a lot of time on their phone. Get a lot of mums that buy it and then, you know what, give me 2 for my sons. And yeah.
So the first time I ever heard of really a shungite is we had in one of our groups, we had a GP, a black GP called, I remember his name right, Vasco Stevenion. I got his name right.
I know him.
You know him?
Yeah.
And he was saying that how the water in London is full of so much estrogen
that's why men are growing moobs and women are getting tougher and masculine, or I don't know.
And he said the cure is to use shungite,
yeah,
to pure the water.
Absolutely.
And to
it takes out all the metals, it takes out everything negative, any antibodies, anything that shouldn't be in water. And it becomes the equivalent of drinking water to back home. You know, when you see water coming out from a rock and you're like,
yes,
it becomes that equivalent. Only that this water helps to build up your antibodies. So it's making you, you know, building up your immune system. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
It's building up your immune system.
And he said
water is even good to drink when you have a stomachache. It's good to drink full stop, but it's very good for stomachache. With women, you know, I recommend, or I tell girls, like, you know, we moisturize our hair and like spray shungite water on your hair will help you to grow. And when you're doing your makeup or your cosmetics, a little bit of shungite water, or wash your face with some shungite water. Like, let's get it.
Because he was saying that how even with the shungite, it's very easy to maintain. That you just put it in the sun.
Yes, that's to recharge. You see, for instance, if you bought some shungite like this is your ordinary black shungite. If you bought some like this, or if your pocket's a bit higher and you bought this one, this is elite shungite. This is the highest caliber of shungite you can get. It's 11 times stronger than this, and this is great. But this greater. So you actually, they have to live in a glass vessel like this bottle.
Yeah.
Shungite can't be in plastic, it can't be in metal, not in your fancy copper bottle, as I told 2 people earlier. You can make your shungite water and pour it into your copper bottle, by all means, but it's not to be done in anything that isn't glass. It can even be a recycled wine bottle. So you've rinsed your shungite, you've got it in the bottle, throw a little sacchar or pinard. You can even buy like a lesser water if you like, because you're trying to bring up the water. We're just not trying to use tap water. We don't want shungite to have cardiac arrest trying to murder everything horrible in British water, yeah?
Okay.
So it's better you buy, even if it's like Evian, something that pH level isn't that great, but you know, we know good water, Sacchar, Pinar, those are the great waters. So put some in there and let it sit, and then you drink it, enjoy. If you pour out 2 glasses, you would go and get your Sacchar bottle and put the equivalent to 2 glasses in. We never want this water to finish, we keep it top.
Because it's so funny, because a few years ago when we heard about this stuff, we were like, you know, all this fairy stuff and fairy tales, and then now I'm having, you know, GPs saying that there's a lot of evidence. So,
real.
Yeah.
It really is.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes.
And how do you find more about you?
Mercy, you can find me at Brixton. I'm normally at Brixton
In the market?
Iceland. Iceland. You can find me at Vauxhall Market on a Sunday. Not today, of course, but we're doing Black History today. And I do events. I'm in different places. I try and be everywhere. I was even at Carnival, but not with these groups. Carnival is all about the whistles and the noisemakers.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Thank you, brother.
I'll be sitting when the evening comes, watching the ships roll in, and then I watch them roll away again. Yes, I'm gonna sit on the dock of the bay, watching the
I'm looking at this stuff here, and I don't know what I'm looking at.
You're looking at books which is produced by our organisation, Dance Radio Network, and we produced this book called The Unknown Story of Rare Groove, which is the history of the London club scene. The history of the London club scene since the late 60s, right through from like DJs' perspective, all the prominent London DJs, where they had their first origins from the Jamaican sound systems, which are very kind of influential in UK dance music culture. It's really UK dance music. And then, that's just history of that. And then down there we got a book which we co-produced by Dr. Malachi York. He's a teacher in America. It's like a biography about him. We produced that biography.
So who's the person?
Dr. Malachi York. That's a book about Dr. York. And this is a poster about his campaign, Freedom Campaign. So yeah. And the other poster is about Black history. Black history.
Because the thing is, I never understand much about the sound system in this country, right? Because me coming from Trinidad, and then I start hearing about how important the culture was with the sound system, but also the sound system is like Jamaican. So they had their own kind of a rivalry, you know. There was a film that just came out. Oh gosh, I can't remember the film. Yardi.
Yeah, okay.
I just watched it on Netflix, and I understand a little bit more about
Is that about
the culture.
Yes, the Jamaican sound systems are very influential in spreading, like, in the evolution of dance music in the UK. That's the foundation, the Jamaican sound system, really UK dance music. So, and everything that, because that's why it's at the bottom.
Yeah.
So it's like the tree. If you look at it, it's like a tree, and the sound system's at the base, and it's growing out of the sound system. Everything's growing out.
But it's something I learned because I'm part of the Blackman Consortium.
Okay.
And there's a few guys in there who came up in the sound system.
Yes.
And I thought, the sound system was only Jamaican people. But I found out that in the sound system, there were people who were from Africa.
Oh yeah.
There were people from all over the island. You know.
It's Black British.
Yeah.
Black British youth, and it's helped to, develop their cultural identity. It was a form of, rites of passage. That's what the sound system provided. Back when, racism was really strong in the UK, the sound system formed a form of camaraderie for young black males. So, like their own youth club at the time.
Right, thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
But no, it's a very, very incredible place, London. It's definitely, but there are certain parts of London that start to feel like the sequel to Get Out. I just be looking around like, okay, I'm waiting for the teacup taps. Oh man. But I mean, in all fairness, it's the same back home as well. Like, I would never advise somebody to drive to the States and then go to Alabama. Like, that's just cruel. Like, you don't do that. That'd be like me coming here and somebody be like, yo man, go to Peckham, like right off the bat. Like, you're just gonna go right into Peckham. And like, I almost got robbed in Peckham the other day. Like, I can't get used to it, because when I first got here, I went to the EE store to get a SIM card. And nobody told me you all right. It's like, hey, how are you? Like, back in New York, somebody goes, you all right, they got a problem with you. Like, you'd be like, all right? Like, so I walked in, and the lady had just opened the door, so she's not happy. It's in the morning. We're both, I'm not a morning person. She clearly wasn't a morning person. And I walked in, and she was like, you all right? I was like, you all right? I was like, I just got here. Like, how do you have people with me already? That's crazy. I thought it was because I was American, like, immediately thought she was xenophobic. Like, this
Lester. I'm a poet, writer, activist on housing, community activism as well, which is very important. And a lot of my work is based on personal history, African history, personal experiences, current affairs, and health. And this piece I'm going to read is based on people that have hidden disabilities. So yeah, this is called Deliverance. Special people of different hues, all with a story to tell, touching lives in different ways, everyone wishing them well. Smiles that hide a familiar ache, but actually feeling so low. Current pain is too much to bear, remembering the warm afterglow. Look at me as strong as an ox, believing I'm made of pure steel. Look again with eyes open wide, and you'll see the frailty I feel. Being judged by those who don't know is something I have to face. Ignorance, fear, superstition, and hate are things I must always embrace. Being healthy is what I yearn, I wish for it all of my life. Free me from this constant shame, I am tainted with troubles and strife. Need to show strength in all that I do and dismiss all the angst and self-doubt. Find a solution to counter the gloom and the bulletproof plan well thought out. In this peaceful place of tranquility, you will find me kneeling, praying for pain-free relief just this once. The right attitude will aid in the healing. Forced to confront the spectre of death and fight to destroy his beliefs. Special people have passed through this life and were left with bitterness and grief. Circle together and stand up tall. Let's reclaim the battleground. Reality finds a way to appear once again on this merry-go-round. Thank you.
So this is called Friend. It's a funny world where we have passed each other, greeting with a hello, hi. Many years past, we always bump into each other, hello, hi. Not knowing that one day you would be my sister from another mother. How the energy of the universe has brought us two together. We often write on love and heartbreak, but yet heartbreak was the very thing that brought us to each other. The world is a better place with you as my sister from another mother. The years have passed. I look back with so much gratitude to the universe for making us bump into each other. The moments have passed, it's felt like a lifetime we've known each other. Tears, laughter and silly jokes, but yet you still support my crazy ideas. God knows a friendship like yours is a gift from above. Only pray God protects you and wraps you up in his wings forever. As my sister from another mother.
I've sat down and heard your poetry. Beautiful.
Thank you.
And no, I found out that you're an artist.
Yeah, I'm an artist as well.
So I'm watching this piece of work here, which is crazy, and I didn't want to know the price for it because it must be expensive. Just a little bit about yourself. I mean, you know, how come you're doing poetry, doing art? What's going on?
So I am on a journey of self-healing, holistically, away from the NHS and medication. I am finding out who I am as a person, as an individual on this planet, and I express myself through my art, my poetry and music, because when you're deemed to be something your whole life, you need to take time to find out who you truly are without being influenced by the outside media, you know, YouTube and TikTok dancing and all of that stuff. And it's really important to discover who you are inside. So I actually did isolate myself in the world for 18 months to discover myself. And this is what she came out with. And much more. This is some of it. but it's just about finding out who I am.
Lovely. Is there any where we can find more about your art, or anywhere we can look at?
There is. I did have an Instagram page, but it got shut down.
Yes.
So I'm just in the process of restarting it again.
Okay.
So at the moment, I'm kind of like just at events and stuff. But
Okay.
I am definitely going to try and expand out and be seen and heard, maybe. Yeah.
And you're known as the artist Lamia or Lamia Special. What name should we look out for?
I would say Lamia. I just want to call myself as me. I don't need to be like,
Yeah.
I am who I am.
Lamia the artist and poetry and art.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So that was fun. I got to meet a lot of interesting people. And I saw Shaka was in charge of Men's Walk and Talk, do his little stand-up set comedy. And it's not what I expected. I laughed. He was actually kind of funny. But I will leave a link to the Men's Walk and Talk Instagram because they do quite a lot, and also Carers for Carers. But yeah, it was fun. I got to meet a lot of artists, interesting conversations, and yeah, funny enough, from a lot of comedians and artists, their love for Brixton, the need of feeling grounded. It's quite interesting, and I think for me, one of the takeaway is that a lot of people there somehow are linked to being unpaid carers. If they're not themselves, they are with people in their families. So that was a very interesting thing, and the need for time out to heal, away from the London bustle, away from all the noise, just to have some deafening silence that allows the brain to calm itself down and concentrate on repairing not just your body but your soul. But yeah, it was fun, and I'm going home now to do my 100 push-ups. Yeah, I've got 60 left to do with the part of this challenge for men's health awareness for October. So see you guys.